I received my first diagnosis of cancer at the age of 56. Easily solved, they said. My second diagnosis came rushing back in a vengeance at age 68. Stage 4, metastasized. Prognosis, 2 months to live. Not so easily solved. They wanted to give me 4 kinds of chemotherapy, 24 hours a day, resection my stomach, and then more chemotherapy. My life as I knew it would have been over. I had seen my grandmother, my mother, and my 2 sisters die of cancer, and I had seen what had happened to their body. I had vowed that I was not going to let that happen to mine. I could tell that the doctor wanted me to sit still and listen to him, age appropriate, and be quiet and do what he said. But I wasn't going to let cancer or a doctor tell me how I was going to live the rest of my life. No, not me. I need more opinions, I said. And boy, was I right. Because after doctors 1, 2, and 3, it wasn't until 4 and 5 came up with the experimental treatment that saved my life. It was then I found my voice. And between finding my voice and the experimental treatment is the reason I'm able to be here tonight at age 82 to tell you my story. Wait, that's not the best part. I'm able to be here tonight at age 82 to tell you my story 14 years later. You know, things are different now. Isn't it about time we looked at aging differently, you and I? I never thought I was going to get older, just like you. But here I am at this junction of my life, and I'm wondering about it. Things are so different that we eat right. We know how to eat right. We know how to exercise our bodies and our minds. We have options, medicines, and treatments available to us that we never had before. We are so lucky. You know, things were so different when I was growing up. We were told to look pretty, get married young, have our children fast, and keep our mouths shut. Well, I could do 3 out of 4. You know I couldn't keep my mouth shut. But I did get married at 19, have both my children at 23. And I thought I would stay young forever. But now that I'm in the midst of this aging, and things are so different, I want us to all look at aging differently. You know, we don't have to stop exercising when we're 60 or 90 or 80. We can go to the gym, which I love. We can go to yoga. We can go to tennis or play golf. I still love to hike my mountains. I may not be able to climb to the very top like I used to, but I can climb far enough that I can hear those endorphins clanging in my ear. I drink my green juices and eat my kale and my quinoa, not only because I should, but because it makes me feel strong and healthy. And I like that feeling. And then that feeling makes me feel happy. Of course, eating a chocolate bar with almonds makes me feel happy too. That's another story. We women for centuries have bought into the story that we have to worry about our wrinkles, that we are losing our power and our beauty as we grow older. But that's crazy, because our power and our beauty is deep within us. And those wrinkles show that we have lived extra years, and those extra years enable us to pass down our life learnings to those coming up behind us. And those coming up behind us can then look at us as teachers and realize how really cool it is to age and what a privilege. There are so many samples today of wonderful role models that we didn't have when we were growing up. Let's look at Senator Dianne Feinstein, doing such a great job in the Senate, age 82. Academy Award-winning actress, still acting, Cecily Tyson, at 91. Carmen, the beautiful model, so busy at age 83, busier than ever. And the ever-loving fashionista of New York, Iris Apfel, age 94. You know, I see it every day. When I go to retirement homes, I don't see little old people. I see people going to exercise classes, going to lectures, having a glass of wine around the pool. I met a couple there last month, and they were smiling so broadly I had to ask them what was up. They said they had just gotten married. They were 89. I don't think she was pregnant, but you never know.
Sure.
But trust me, there is life way, way after 50 and after cancer. I remarried at 57. I wrote my first cancer book at 68, and then my second cancer book right after that. Then a book about aging. Then I started speaking around the country. And at 71, I produced my first documentary. At 80, I spoke at the Capitol building. And at 81, I became an advocate for aging in Washington, D.C. This generation of mine has chapters 2, 3, 4, and maybe even 5 if we're lucky. And I'm hoping to live all of them. When we live healthy and make healthy choices, it's called living in a health span. And living in a health span means you live a longer life in a healthy manner. And when you live in this health span, you can push back age-related diseases 10 to 15 years. Diseases like arthritis, heart disease, diabetes. And it's a win-win with the government because when you push back age-related diseases, you're able to put money back into the economy, trillions really. So it's a win-win. So what I have found out on this journey, the most important thing I have found out, the only thing we really have to lose as we age is the fear of aging. So I stand before you, age 82, aging in my high heels, still living with my stage 4 cancer, but I'm looking optimistically towards my future. And why not? I have so much more I want to do. And I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, you'll be inspired, so inspired by hearing my story, that you'll look at yourselves differently and you'll picture yourself as a role model one day too. And I guess what I'm really trying to say about all of this, isn't it about time we not only change the way we look at aging, you and I, but we start looking forward to aging. And you know what? I think you're just the group that can start doing that. So I'm going to leave it in your hands. Thank you.